allowing me to amplify this. Those who are listening, you can go to metropolitaname.org. At the top of our webpage, you can click a button that speaks of apparel. There is apparel available. There will be more apparel available because, as you know, in order to hold on to the trademark, you must use it. And there are more. There's more legal strategy that our lawyers are working on. Pardon me, but we would encourage those who want to support us to go to Metropolitan AME. You can see how you can support our Community Justice Fund. You can purchase apparel. We really want this to go viral. We'd love to sell 1 million shirts, and we'd love to roll out different shirts that take this evil symbol and in ways that through subversion leverage it for the exact opposite of what they intended the symbols and signs to be for. So we are in the kitchen cooking up a recipe that hopefully will mean justice for many more of us. So we're excited about it.
Oh, I can't wait. The shirt is gorgeous, folks. I saw it on the website. Obviously, I've been so inspired by, Metropolitan AME, and the shirt is gorgeous. You got to get it. It's beautiful. And I know Daryl's going to love it. Daryl is black and gold, okay?
It's just the proper colors. I love it.
I knew that was coming. I got to watch out. Our whole office might be taken over.
Oh, yeah, old golden flag. Reverend Lamar, if people want to attend Metropolitan AME Church or get in touch with you, they've listened, they've been inspired by your words, how do they get in touch with you? How do they attend Metropolitan if they're not in Maryland? Is there a website they can watch the sermons?
Thank you so much, Brother Daryl. Yes, you can join us if you are in the area, in the DMV area, the District, Maryland, Virginia area. We're 1518 M Street Northwest in the District of Columbia in Washington. Also, we are on YouTube Live and Facebook. You can search Metropolitan AME. And let me also mention that we are planning, and we definitely want to talk with you all again, to institutionalize this movement, because people have been interested around the world. And what we're thinking about is how we can be an incubator of spirit, because to do the fight, to fight the fight for us, our spirits must be strengthened. We cannot do this without the kind of spirit work that our mothers and fathers did at their best. Then soil. Soil speaks to doing local work and growing locally, because right now so many people are distracted with things that we're not paying attention to the soil that surrounds us and nourishes us where we are. So we want to talk about spirit, soil, starting the work of justice and freedom right in your own community, right in your own backyard. And finally, as you all exhibit today, solidarity, that we must amplify those who are winning in Springfield and Lincoln Heights and Washington and all around the globe. So we want to institutionalize the spirit, soil, and solidarity work that is necessary to keep us free. And so Metropolitan AME, easy to find, YouTube, Facebook, and join us Sundays at 10 a.m. We would love to have you and to be a part of your family.
Oh, thank you so much. And I know we're over the time we set for you, but I have one last question.
Yes.
You have risen and been elevated. God chooses people for moments. We think we prepare ourselves, but God, He chooses us, and He takes all the preparation that's been laid into us, and He brings it forth in a moment. This moment that we're in right now, your voice that you've been speaking to so many of us across the country, across the globe, as you noted, has been so critical. What has it meant to you and to your church to be elevated in this moment, to be given this opportunity of leadership, to be given this blessing, this gift of time and place and circumstance where everybody is watching and everybody is intrigued and everybody, like I was saying, I have spoken with some of the lawyers involved in this case and in this litigation. And I've said, what you've done is you've enlarged our vision. You've enlarged the way that we see this world and how we seek justice. Tell us, what this has meant to you and to your church.
Oh, it is humbling beyond my ability to express. I am filled because my extraordinary wife, my peerless mother and father who are listening, and my extended family, my siblings, my relatives, my friends with whom I share bonds, they have been extraordinary. The congregation, Sister Barbara, you watched on Sunday, they have lifted us in prayer and love and support. There have been many long nights because we steward an institution that is almost 200 years old. And we've had to make some decisions together, and the people have risen up. And it is Howard Thurman talks about the sound of the genuine, and that if you do not know how to listen for the sound of the genuine in yourself, this is what he says, and it has arrested me since I first heard it. He delivered this at a baccalaureate at Spelman College right before he died. He said, if you do not know and discern the sound of the genuine in yourself, you will forever live at the end of strings pulled by others. And because Metropolitan has nurtured listening for the sound of the genuine, we have been able to rise together as the people in Lincoln Heights, as the people that you mentioned in Springfield. We have been able to rise together because we hear the sound of the genuine. I simply want to say to the listeners everywhere, cultivate the practice of listening for the sound of the genuine through prayer, through meditation, through media partners like Sister Barbara, Brother Daryl, who are bringing truth and joy to us. And as I tried to mention on Sunday, we fight this fight not because we're mad, not because we're bitter. We fight this fight because joy is set before us. Hebrews says that Jesus, for the joy that was in sight, endured. That's what Hebrews says. Literally, the Greek says, for the joy that was before him in his sight, there was joy. He could see what was possible, therefore he endured. We will not be able to endure without joy. And if we endure together with joy, we can, as the same writer of Hebrews says, labor toward a city that we may not see. But we get closer to that city of justice as each generation runs with integrity and dignity the race before it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Barbara, I think we need to pass a collection plate or something because, Reverend Lamar has just really brought a really powerful word to our audience. And, I jotted down, Barbara, and I'm sure you did too, the sound of genuine within yourself. The sound of genuine within yourself. Thank you so much for being with us, Reverend Lamar. I look forward to visiting your church again in Washington, D.C. I know that Barbara's going to be going there as well, and we certainly will be following you. But we don't have to follow you because we're going to be trying to work with you as well. So we'll be in the vineyards working with you in the streets for social justice. So thank you so much for being on our show today.
Thank you both. Thank you for the opportunity.
And thank you for your courage. Thank you for your inspiration. I feel that God has given us all a gift in this moment. And thank you. I mean, I feel you have no idea what this has meant to me to see what your church has achieved. And it is, it's going to have repercussions and ramifications for quite a while and for quite an expansive course. I am so grateful to you, to Sister Dana, to all the leadership of Metropolitan AME Church. Thank you, Reverend Jackson, and everybody who has, Bishop Jackson, and everyone who has been part of this. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you. Well, Daryl, this was quite a show today. Unlike
It was, Barbara. It was.
Unlike any
And,
that we've had.
unlike many that we've had, but, Barbara, what I like about it is what Reverend Lamar, not only what he stands for and what Metropolitan United Methodist Church stands for, and are willing to do, to stand, not just stand, but to take action, to put their thoughts into movement, and into positive movement for the entire community. The other part that I like, Barbara, is he sees the connectedness. He understands and gets it, how Lincoln Heights is connected to Springfield, is connected to all the other movements that are occurring across this country within the neighborhoods. And that's what we've got to talk about. We often use the phraseology that, we've got to get off the sidewalks and into the streets. Well, that's what Metropolitan is doing. That's what they're demonstrating, Barbara, is getting off the sidewalks, getting into the streets, and demanding justice. That's what it's all about. Am I off on this, Barbara? What was your impression?
Oh, I thought it was amazing, and I am just so honored and so blessed by the leadership at the Metropolitan AME and for Reverend Lamar's vision and his prophecy. I want everybody right now, if you're sitting around and you're not happy about this banning of Black history, if you're not happy about this ban on diversity, equity, and inclusion, which is really, folks, let's be honest, they're just playing games. They're banning civil rights, and they're banning, equality in our nation and the fight for it, and using this gaslighting. Folks, call the Congressional Switchboard. If you're a federal worker and you're worried about your job, if you're someone who needs NIH and you need the National Institutes for Health to be doing these studies so that we can overcome so many diseases and so many illnesses. If you care about USAID and people starving around the world who need our protection, we need folks right now. Call the Congressional Switchboard at 202-224-3121, 224-3121, 202-224-3121. Let your voice be heard. Be sure to follow our daily Black History Month series at votingrightsalliance.org. Daryl, to you.
Thank you, Barbara. And special thanks to Reverend William H. Lamar IV at Metropolitan AME Church for being with us today, bringing the message that he brought today. But it cannot be said any clearer. If there comes a time when you've just got to get off the sidewalk and get into the street. You can't just watch everything happen around you and try to take the benefits of what's being happening without putting yourself out there in the middle of it. Folks, we encourage you to listen for that sound of the genuine within yourself and get off the sidewalks, get into the street, and make good trouble. Until next Tuesday, noon Eastern Standard Time, peace, everybody.
Peace.
The preceding program was paid for by Barbara Arnwine.
1450 and 95.9 WOL. Download our free mobile app for your smartphone or tablet and take us with you. 1450 and 95.9 WOL, where information is power. Celebrating Black History Month. Our words, our voices on 1450 and 95.9 WOL. Billie Holiday.
I asked Mother for some money, and she flatly refused me. So I said, that's all right. God bless the child, got his own. I walked out, and then it started stuck in my mind. And my piano player and I were fooling around the next day. I said, that's a good title for a song.
Celebrating Black History Month. Our words, our voices on 1450 and 95.9 WOL. 1450 WOL, Washington, D.C. 95.9 W240DJ, WMMJ HD3, WDCJ FM HD3, and worldwide at WOLDCnews.com.
The views and opinions of the following show do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of News Talk 1450 WOL, Radio 1 Incorporated, or their management.
Information is power, and now available on your smartphone or tablet. Download the free WOL app now.